The following reading is from How to Work for Yourself. Discover the success principles I learned from being self-employed for 20 years. Written by LEMA'S. If you enjoy listening to this reading and find it impactful, please do not hesitate to share it with others. Leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel or podcast for more empowering content. Chapter 4: Grow Your Business. Section on Feed Value to Your Niche. Quote, "Price is what you pay, value is what you get." End of quote. Warren Buffett. When it comes to growing a clientele, the challenge is to consistently give the public a compelling reason to choose you, to pick up your new book, buy your music, trust you as a realtor, walk into your barbershop, purchase your direct sales product, or donate to your cause. Today's open markets are flooded with enticing products, attractive goods, and expertly presented services. Consumers are presented with an abundance of choices for the products and services they need and enjoy. The question then is simple: why should they choose yours? Every day, countless people come up with brilliant ideas and launch high-quality products and services, only to watch them struggle to gain traction. Why does this happen? What will set you apart from the next entrepreneur offering a similar product or service? Why should someone spend their hard-earned money or precious time on what you have to offer? These questions lie at the heart of the challenge of building a viable and sustainable brand. An entrepreneur is, of course, in business to make money. However, it is important to recognize that whether you are an artist, blogger, fashion designer, or business owner, significant financial success rarely happens at the snap of a finger. Building a profitable brand requires time, consistency, patience, and most importantly, a clear understanding of the value you bring to the marketplace. Long-term success in business is, thus, at the crux about providing that value to the customer. Consumers are more inclined to spend their money on products and services that make them feel good, meet a need, benefit them, or capture their interest. Create value by demonstrating that you have solutions, that your brand provides answers, and that you are the trusted go-to person with the expertise to deliver the product or service they need and want. A brand that consistently provides value gains traction and grows faster than one focused solely on making a buck. Connecting with customers, serving them well, and earning their loyalty should come first. Profit making should be secondary. When customers feel connected to your brand and you earn their trust, they are more likely to remain loyal, recommend you to others, and open the door to new clients and opportunities. Satisfied and appreciative customers become a lasting and valuable part of your business. Building a strong brand demands sacrifices of time, focus, and personal resources. As a committed entrepreneur, you will be willing to invest these resources because you believe in your work and are passionate about what you do. Anyone who has been in business successfully for years can attest to this. The great news is, once you establish a solid brand, loyal customers know what to expect and develop a genuine connection with your business. Here are 3 simple ways to provide value. 1. Empower the public. The key is to bring your business to life by using your product or service to serve and help others. When you focus on empowering people rather than simply making a sale, You create an impact that is lasting, giving potential customers a reason to gravitate toward your brand. For example, an accountant who wants to establish an accounting firm can offer free financial counseling to help people become more financially stable. An author can host free reading sessions, workshops, or talks on the subjects they write about. A beautician can provide complimentary beauty tips and product samples to clients. A caterer can volunteer at community events, share information about healthy eating while distributing their business cards. Photographers can build name recognition by offering gratuitous photo sessions to influential or well-known clients. At my income tax preparation firm, for example, we do more than simply prepare and electronically file our clients' tax returns. We also provide pro bono financial guidance, keep clients informed about changes in tax laws, and explain how those changes may affect them. We help clients understand their tax situations and take steps that can position them for a better outcome the following year. That is added value. One of the most common mistakes young entrepreneurs make is putting a price tag on everything they do and then becoming frustrated when people are unwilling to connect with their brands. Your priority should be to serve, educate, and empower your target market. When people experience your willingness to help, they become interested in what you offer and begin to recognize the value behind your business. By giving value first, you build something far more important than a single sale. You earn trust, credibility, and lasting customer relationships. Employees typically trade their time for money, but the expert entrepreneur takes a different approach. They use their time to create value. It is the value you create and deliver that ultimately leads to enduring sales dollars, not the other way around. 2. Deliver memorable experiences. When a client has a positive experience with your business, they are far more likely to return. Creating a memorable experience begins with the simple things: greeting customers with a genuine smile and a warm welcome, saying thank you often, and offering a sincere apology when something goes wrong. Taking the time to listen to their stories and concerns also makes them feel valued and reminds them that they are more than just another transaction. You can also enhance the customer experience through thoughtful touches and unexpected gestures, such as exciting giveaways, complimentary refreshments, or small gifts. Pay attention to the environment in which you serve your customers and create a space that appeals to their senses. Comfortable and attractive furnishings, appropriate lighting, fresh plants, pleasant aromas, soothing background music, and complimentary coffee, tea, candy, chocolate, or other refreshments can all leave a lasting impression, contributing to a memorable experience. When a brand consistently creates memorable experiences, people take notice and they talk about it. Positive experiences generate conversations, recommendations, and repeat business. When you create memorable experiences, you create value. 3. Be willing to give away some of your best work for free. Giving away some of your best work can be a powerful way to build brand awareness and allow consumers to experience firsthand the quality your business provides. This does not mean undervaluing your products or services. Rather, it means being strategic about when and how you give value freely. Avoid nickel and diming your business or your customers. When you focus too heavily on small expenses and attempt to charge potential or existing customers for every little thing, you can create the impression that your business is cheap or overly focused on money. Some customers will simply walk away. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. Imagine you are sitting in the lobby of a business and become thirsty. You ask the receptionist for a glass of water. She smiles and hands you a bottle of water. You gladly accept it and thank her. Now imagine she responds, "Yes, we do provide water, but it is for sale. A bottle costs 75 cents. The amount may be affordable, but the experience could still leave you with a negative impression. You might wonder, why would they put a price tag on something as simple as water? That small interaction can change the way you perceive the entire business. A wise business understands the power of giving people a taste of what it offers. A free sample, complimentary service, useful information, or generous gesture can introduce your brand to people who may later become paying customers. By allowing the public to experience the quality and value you provide, you create exposure and establish a lasting presence in their minds. I once read an article in the Los Angeles Times about the late self-help author and motivational speaker, Dr. Wayne Dyer. According to the article, Dyer's first book, published in 1976, was initially considered a failure. Rather than give up, he purchased thousands of copies himself and traveled across the country distributing them. He also accepted speaking opportunities on virtually any platform or program willing to give him an audience. Dyer was deeply passionate about sharing his ideas about consciousness, personal growth, and achieving happiness. His book, Your Erroneous Zones: Step-by-Step Advice for Escaping the Trap of Negative Thinking and Taking Control of Your Life, which was initially regarded as a dude, went on to sell more than 35 million copies worldwide and became one of the best-selling self-help books of all time. Dr. Dyer was willing to give away some of his most valuable offerings, his books, his knowledge, and his time, for free. That generosity helped create widespread awareness of who he was and what he stood for. As more people became familiar with his work, many became loyal followers and eventually purchased the books, programs, and other materials he continued to produce. He went on to write more than 40 books and speak at countless seminars across the United States and around the world. I am not suggesting that you should give away your products or services indefinitely or that you should not charge what they are worth. Rather, I am cautioning against overpricing or trying to monetize every interaction, especially when you are still building your brand. If customers feel that you are constantly reaching into their pockets, they may simply take their business elsewhere. Remember, attaching a price to everything is not the only strategy for acquiring and retaining customers. Sometimes, the most valuable investment you can make is to give people an opportunity to experience your work before deciding to buy it. When your business develops a reputation for positively impacting people and contributing to the community, the value you create becomes the foundation for sustainable, long-term revenue. The greatest gains are not always monetary in the beginning. Sometimes, the real payoff is awareness, trust, goodwill, and momentum. When people begin consuming your product or experiencing your service just because, in quotations, you know your brand is gaining traction, they have developed an interest in what you offer and have experienced its benefits firsthand, a dynamic that often translates into brand loyalty and customer retention. This is why one of the fundamental principles of successful entrepreneurship is that entrepreneurs create value while employees primarily exchange time for money. The entrepreneur's greatest asset is not simply the number of hours worked, but the value created during those hours. So, feed value to your niche. Thank you for listening. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment and share with others. See you again next time.